Okay, another subheading here titled The Bedrock of Successful Communication. The happiest couples we know have relatively few communication impasses. They are able to talk easily about difficult subjects. They feel they understand each other. They withhold very little from each other, and they rely on their ability to resolve conflicts. Their secret is not a list of communication rules. It is understanding this. Good communication is built first on who you are and only later on what you do. Before practicing communication techniques, these couples work on who they are as a people. You can read articles and books, attend workshops, and see counselors that will all teach you communication skills. But if you do not first focus on the qualities you possess as a partner, your efforts will be of little consequence. To enjoy rich communication and a rock solid marriage, three personal qualities must be present: warmth, genuineness, and empathy. Warmth as a subheading. Okay, so now we're going to read warmth as a subheading. Your partner came to you with a cluster of unacceptable qualities. Some known, many still to be discovered. Yet, you, as a spouse, have chosen to accept him or her anyway. You have decided to embrace your partner in spite of bad breath, blemishes, quirky behaviors, and weird inclinations. That is the stuff of personal warmth. Overlooking a blemish for the sake of the beauty behind it. Some people cannot overlook. You can never find someone that is perfect. The key to personal warmth is acceptance. Rather than evaluating or requiring change, you simply accept the thoughts, feelings, and actions of the person you love. It took me a long time to give Leslie permission to be who she was. Leslie has a light-hearted gift for smelling the roses. Whenever and wherever she finds them, even if it means putting off some chores. My own is running towards flowers or plants. I have a gift for plowing through obstacles and getting things done quickly. Early in our marriage, I thought I had a calling to convert Leslie to my work ethics. You don't have to like what your partner or get involved with everything they are doing, especially when it comes to their work. But my missionary efforts made us both miserable. Once I learned the way of warmth and embraced her way of being, we enjoyed a much more interesting and happy partnership. Warmth is not a carte blanche. It's not a carte blanche approval of anything your spouse does, nor is it a kind of smothering sentimentality of contrived emotion. Warmth invites your partner to be who she is, relaxed, free, and at peace. It bolsters her confidence and keeps her from contorting her personality into what she thinks you want it to be. Let each other be yourselves. Unconditional work, like some people are always walking around eggshells around their spouse. When it's your spouse in the whole world, it's your spouse that you should be yourself around. Unconditional warmth also invites God's grace into the soul of your marriage. When your partner feels sure that he or she can never be condemned by you for who she is, that no judgment can hurt her, God's grace has seeped into the fabric of your relationship. Stopping the subtle and unhealthy marital pattern of your partner continually casting about for your approval. Genuineness. Your partner has a built-in radar detector for phoniness. We know, we can smell it. Spotting fabricated feelings and insincere intentions long before they are openly expressed. Your partner will not trust you if he or she feels you are not genuine. Without genuineness, little else in marriage matters. Without genuineness, little else in marriage matters. How is genuineness expressed? Not in words. What you say to your partner is far less important than how you say it. With a smile, a shrug, a frown, or a glare. Consider this. Non-verbal communication accounts for 58% of the total message. Non-verbal communication. Tone of voice makes up 35% of the message. The actual words you say account for only 7% of the total message. Genuineness is expressed in your tone and non-verbal behavior, your eyes and your posture. And research has found that husbands and wives are very accurate interpreters of their spouse's non-verbal communication. An acquaintance may not notice a subtle change in your facial expression, but your spouse would. When you got married, I was so eager to be the perfect wife that I tried to think, feel, and do everything I thought perfect wives were supposed to do. But instead of being perfect, I ended up feeling empty. There's a quote here from the book of Ephesians in the Bible 4:29, and it says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs." Unfortunately, I was playing a role. Let's take that again. But instead of being perfect, I ended up feeling empty. I was playing a role instead of being myself. Fortunately, a skilled counselor helps me when he said, "Leslie, you are more concerned with the question, 'What should I be feeling?' than you are with the question, 'What am I feeling?'" He was right. I decided that what our marriage needed most was not a perfect partner, but me as a genuine person. You can shower your partner with love, but if you are not real, the love is hollow. You can use all the communication techniques in the world, but if you aren't genuine, they won't work. Authenticity is something you are, not something you do. It comes from the heart, not the hands. Empathy. We'll read empathy in the next video.